And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Pats have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On play action, now Brady. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Brady now to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Brady going to go on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week. And it'll be intercepted. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On the move to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Let's go.
Brady. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, James Harrison.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Barkley will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's on his way. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
From 4 yards out. And the Patriots are able to add on to their first half lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the veteran James Harrison. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
No touch it. 63, 63, 63. No touch.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up second and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. Hurts will throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. Lots of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Play action. Here's Hurts. Steps away to his left.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. Down inside the 10.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds,